What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're gonna do an unboxing of the Sony PlayStation Portal handheld device. All right, so you know how we do here. I'm very excited that I have this to be 100. I've had it for a little bit, but I did not play it because I did not do anything with it because I was in hopes I was going to get the Pulse Explorer earbuds and I could do a 2-for-1 video. But unfortunately, I'm having a tough time, just like everybody else, trying to get my hands on them. I'm not one of those big time YouTubers, so I don't have privy to them. All right, so what we're gonna do now, like I said, we'll go ahead and unbox this, how we do it here on RonOnTech. So without further ado, let's get to it. All right, we're back in PlayStation Portal remote player. I know I said handheld device in my intro, but let me let you know this is a remote play device. You cannot store video games on this. This is just an accessory to the PlayStation 5. And everything will be streamed from the PlayStation 5 to this device. All right, so let's go ahead and talk about it a little bit. I was able to pre-order this from my local GameStop store. The price was $200, so I went ahead and did that. They called me when they got it in. I went ahead and picked it up. And like I said, I did go in, I did unbox it. As you can see, keeping it 100, I did go in just to take a look at it and make sure there was no physical problems with it or anything like that, where I had to take it right back over to GameStop and be like, okay, the product came damaged, you got to do something. All right, so let's go ahead and first let's talk about little specs here on it. You got a 1080p screen here with 60 hertz refresh rate. You do not have Bluetooth on this. You only can use either the 3.5mm headphone jack with some headphones, or you can use what they call the PlayStation Link with their proprietary hardware, i.e. the Pulse Explorer earbuds, and they do have a Pulse headset coming out that you can also connect with it via the PlayStation, the PS Link as they call it. All right, it does have Wi-Fi 5 on it, which is kind of odd because the PlayStation 5 has Wi-Fi 6, so I think you might want to be on that equal level, but apparently for some reason that's not the case. Let's see, and it basically, in my, just like everybody says, and you can see, you have the DualShock controller similarity. It's like they split one in half and put a screen in the middle. It's very nice. Let's go ahead and dive in and take a look here, see what we got. All right, again, like I said, I did go in. That's why I put my warranty sticker on my box here. Remote player, I guess that's in French also. So let's go ahead and get in here. Go ahead and pull this up. Now underneath here, you have a little compartment that holds your USB-C. Let me get this out. You got USB-C to USB-C cable. All right. And here is the unit. Actually, let's put that to the side. Underneath the flap here, there's nothing else in there. This is just filler. And underneath here, you have your user manual and everything here for health and safety information and all that. Hashtag usual books and shit. Shout out to my man Flossie. All right, so let's go ahead and put this back in there. All right, and now unbox, take the wrapping off of here. Actually, you know what? Let me get this cleaned up and then we'll take a look at this, at the actual device. Stay strapped in. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at the device. All right, we'll pull it up out of the wrapping here. Like I said, I've been in it before earlier, just to do a visual check on it. Everything looked good. Let's go ahead and let's take a look, walk around it. Obviously, you've got your full weight controls here. You got your left joystick, your analog joystick rather. You got your remote play button here for if you wanting to share a screen. You got your PlayStation button here. You got your trigger and your left shoulder button. You've got one speaker here. You've got your power button. You got your PS Link button here. Okay. Of course, you got the big screen here. And on the right, you got your volume up and down option here. You got another speaker. You've got your mic button there. When it's lit, when the mic is muted, it's lit. I don't understand why. I think they should have had it where if it would be lit if the mic is hot. But if it's muted, then this will light up. You'll see when we power it up. Of course, you got your right analog joystick. You got your menu button here at the top, and of course, your PlayStation 4, your 4 touch controls for the PlayStation with the legendary patterning inside. And of course, you got your right shoulder button here and your right trigger. If we take a look underneath here, I kind of like this and kind of don't like it. I like it for the 3.5 millimeter headphone jack right here. I like that that's tucked away. But you also have a USB-C port for charging, and this only does charging. You cannot use like a third-party USB-C dongle for audio. It will not work here, as this is specifically for charging. As of right now, I don't know if they're going to do anything outside of that in the firmware update down the road, but you only can charge here. I don't like this tuck away for this. I know it puts it and it's out of your way when you're holding and you're playing, but I would prefer up top, but I understand why they did it. But it also just gives it a cleaner look, I guess. So I'm learning to come around. I can learn to come around to that. All right, so that's basically the walkthrough. I just love the way this feels in the hand. It's nice and light, and it just feels like I'm playing with one of my DualShock controllers. Only thing is just the analog joysticks. The tops are a little bit smaller, or considerably smaller than the actual DualShock joystick. When using it, very nice. All right, so what we're gonna do now is we're gonna go over, because you have to have your remote play turned on your PlayStation. So we're gonna go over to my PlayStation. We're gonna walk through getting remote play on, and then we'll come back and set it up. All right, to set up your PlayStation Portal, at least your PS5, to work with the PlayStation Portal, you wanna go into settings, then go down to system. First thing you wanna do is go into remote play, make sure your remote play option is enabled. And then you want to switch back and go down to power saving rather. And then you want to go ahead and set up your features available in setup mode. You want to go in there and make sure that, supply power, make sure everything is worked here, enabled. I always have it enabled rather. The main thing you really want to make sure is enabled is this here. Enable turning on PS5 from network. That means that way, if it is in rest mode and the PlayStation Portal, you go to activate it, no matter if you're on a network or if you're using remote play, even if you're somewhere else outside the home, it will fire up the PS5. So you want to make sure you have those two things, those two areas covered, make sure they're enabled. Then you can go ahead and get your Portal set up and you'll be good to go. All right, now that we got the PlayStation 5 all set up, make sure remote play is turned on and activated. So let's go ahead and get this fired up and go through the walkthrough. We'll do it all together here. All right, we got it fired up. I like this. I like doing this in real time. All right. Here we go. Okay, we getting some activity going here. Where's my, let's go ahead and wipe that off. There we go. All right. Okay, so we in. Now this is also a touch screen, so you can go ahead and touch and activate things. We want to do find network. All right, we we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna connect it to my Wi-Fi. So I'm gonna go ahead and take care of that and come back here. Actually, before I do that, notice the lighting along the sides of the handles. Along the sides of the handle. I like that lighting, and again, that light, this is for your microphone. Now, right now it's turned on because the mic is not hot. So when you turn that off and you're in the middle of a game, your mic is hot. I do not understand why that is. You would think that this being on would mean you got a hot mic, but PlayStation decides to do how they want to do. All right, let me go ahead and get this. I'm logged into my Wi-Fi network, and we'll continue. All right, we are set up in my Wi-Fi. We're gonna go ahead and click OK. On the software thing. All right, we're gonna sign and scan into my PlayStation account. So let me grab my phone here. All right. Okay. All right. All right. There is an update on the PlayStation app. So I went ahead and did that real quick. Opened up. Okay, I'm in. All right, let me do it again. I guess there was an update, so it didn't. All right, approve it. There it goes. I had to approve it there. All right, so now we are in. Let's go ahead and select the PlayStation 5. Ron's PlayStation 5, there it is. Let's go ahead and pop in. All right, connections, blah, blah, blah. Yep, make sure. All right, allow connection to PS5 required. Turn on PlayStation from the PlayStation screen. Make sure you turn on remote play, enable remote play rather. And then while connected, the PlayStation, go into the feature mode and make sure it's reset into settings, into features for rest mode. All right, so let's go ahead and confirm that. And then of course up here, you can go ahead and to get into the settings, you can swipe diagonally. We'll bring up your settings page where, let's take a look at that real quick. You can go connect to your PlayStation or PlayStations if you have more than one. You can use PS Link for your headset or earbuds. You can use that as a quick way to do it. You got your brightness level here. It went out. All right, so we'll go back in real quick. All right, let's go ahead and dive back in there so we can finish talking about that. All right, so you got your brightness level. You can turn down the brightness on your screen. Airplane mode, we all know what that does. And then of course you go into settings. You got your network. You got your system, your network here. You can tell it and go ahead, do another network setup connection and everything. And back out, you got your system. And then of course you got all your information here, device information, system update rather. And then you can reset options. You got your language, your date. And of course we're gonna fix that. So I want 24 hours. I like mine on 24 hours. All right. So then, of course, and everything like that. Then of course your power saving mode, go into rest mode after a minute of non-use. We're gonna do 5 minutes. All right. And then of course you got the brightness. Again, we already did that where I showed you that there. And of course you got your controller. You can turn up your vibration intensity. I have mine set to strong. Trigger effect, also have mine set to strong. Of course, you got your options there, medium, weak, and off for both. All right. And then of course you can sign out here if you want to. Legal notice and certification compliance information is at the bottom there. Let's back out. All right, I'm already connected up to my PlayStation now. So all I gotta do is hit X. It will go in, and as you can see, it shows where I left off at. So let's go ahead and take care of our settings here as far as rest mode. Let's go ahead and do that. Power saving mode. Let's say set. I have mine set to do during media playback. Do not go and put in rest mode. While playing games, do not put in rest mode. So that's what you want. That way, the game, you know, it doesn't go into rest mode there. And because in order to stay connected, you will have to be in, you know, when you get done, instead of shutting it off, because you always want this to stay connected to the PlayStation 5, you want to make sure that your PlayStation 5 is in rest mode all the time. All right, so that way when you pick this up and power it on, it automatically will power on your PlayStation 5 and you can get busy. All right, so let's go ahead and dump out of here. Now, we are in my PlayStation right now. Again, one thing I want to point out is you want to have, if it's possible, you want to make sure that your PlayStation is hardwired, because you want to have the best possible upload speeds from your PlayStation to your remote player, to the portal rather. It's impossible for me right now to have mine that way, so mine is on Wi-Fi, but I have it on a 5G Wi-Fi here in the house, and sometimes, I mean, even though I'm still getting really good playtime out of it, I do on occasion get that little globe. I know you just saw it up here while I was going through the walkthrough of how the connection was broken, and then see, just like that. All right, it just came up, but then again, I understand that that's because of I'm on Wi-Fi. My PlayStation 5 is on Wi-Fi and not a hard line, because it's impossible. I would not have, I refuse to have my PlayStation, which is in the front room, have a long Ethernet cable running back here to the back to the dining area or the other side of my house where the router is. It would make absolutely no sense, and there was no way I could put the router over there to where the PlayStation is. So, all right, had a little battery issue, switch that out. We can go ahead and make sure our volume set up to max. Oh, I'm going back the wrong way. The volume set up to max. Let's dive in. All right, I was playing this earlier on my PlayStation 5, so I love the way this picks up here. All right, let me remember. All right, there's something out here I need to get. Oh yeah, it's out. Yeah, that's where I need to get going somewhere. All right, cool. I had to remember what I was doing because I wasn't playing too early. That's the one thing, you do not have the touch, you know, the touchpad like in the center of this, like on the DualShock controller. So you do have touch surfaces, almost like a mouse pad on either side. You got the left and the right, so it doesn't matter which one. They do the exact same thing. Go in, double tap. In this game, it'll take you to your menu, but in other games, it will definitely do something different. All right, so let me go ahead and cheat in my fast shoot on my fast portal over here. Campfire, yep. All right, even got the rumble. You even got the vibration feedback. I like it. So you're getting everything out of it.
You, yes, you. I have a deal.
I ain't got time for you, man. I'm trying to do something quick. All right, I always, every time I go to a campfire in Horizon, I always, let me go ahead and set that waypoint. All right, I always go and save, no matter where I'm doing. I always save at the campsites, no matter what I'm doing. All right, we're gonna go ahead and dive in because we're gonna find that black box. Nice sound. Yep. All right, just make sure ain't nobody else out here with us. All right, that's where I need to go. I really like this. All right, there's somebody out there. Yep. So we will duck down low. Speed up. Okay, because they can swim faster than me. Let's get into this hidden algae. Who's that? Oh, it's a burrower. All right. Somebody's here. Where he at? I know it. There he is. Let's track him. Let's highlight his route as well. I'm really enjoying it. I really like playing this. Again, I was trying to wait until I got the actual Pulse Explorer earbuds, because I wanted to do, like I said, a 2-for-1. I wanted to knock them both out at the same time. But unfortunately, that wasn't going to be that's not the case, because they are currently still unavailable everywhere. And when I mean everywhere, I mean everywhere. Crap, there's 2 of them.
Machine's weak to fire.
Let me find this thing. I'm sorry for the quietness. I done got all wrapped up in this. All right, but as you can tell, even despite the fact that I am on the my home Wi-Fi, I am getting a really good playback from this. It's a really smooth, and it's working fantastic. And people wonder who is this for? Got it. All right.
Can't raise the airfield. Must have been destroyed.
All right.
We're out of time and out of fuel.
Nice.
Put us down on that lake. Let's give these soldiers a chance to die fighting. This is the flight deck. We're going for a water landing. Leave everything behind except what you need for the fight.
This is awesome.
Now's your time to go out in a blaze of glory. Race! Race!
All right. All right, what we're gonna do now, I'm gonna go ahead, we're gonna swap out in one of the game, we're gonna put in Madden, and we're gonna go do a little bit of playing on that. Stay strapped in. All right, we got Madden playing right now.
Welcome back, everyone.
We turn down a little bit.
EA Sports from Las Vegas, Nevada.
All right.
The Niners in possession of the
Again,
as we get back
very,
in quarter number 2.
very nice. I love, even despite having a 1080p screen, this looks very crisp.
On first down, they go to Mitchell.
Power through. Yeah, my Niners, boy. Bang, bang, Niner gang.
To the 28-yard line.
I really do like to play on this. Again, gotta have, all right, you gotta have, for the best possible connection, of course, you gotta have high speed. They say 15 megahertz upload rates, at least. And then, let me pause this quick while I'm talking.
And then we get it all started on the first Thursday after Labor Day. In our game, most of the starters have made their cameo and departed.
All right, let me see here. I got all tracked because I was trying to do something here.
Lose, as we get you right back out to
All right, so again, like I was saying, make sure you have at least 15 megabits per second upload speed on your network for your PlayStation 5. Best thing to do is just have it hardwired to your router. That way you'll get the best possible connection. And I really like this. Look at that screen, man. 1080p and you don't even know it. This looks so good, so fluid. Only time you get pixelated screen is when the connection is faulty, or when it loses connection. All right, we'll do.
Try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
Let's see where my.
Partner,
All right.
Gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think.
All right, I like.
Always come back and win a ball game. But let's face it, we saw some.
Got him. All right, again, nice, clean, fluid play. I really love this thing, and it's good for like when someone else is using the TV. My wife and stepdaughter be down here watching television. I could grab this, and I normally use the I have IEMs right now, so I'll plug them in with the 3.5 millimeter headphone jack, have them in, and I rock out. You can also, like, if you have third-party gaming Bluetooth earbuds with the dongle, you can plug the dongle into the PlayStation 5, and that will send your audio directly to your earbuds as well. Sony also has a version that does the exact same thing, but you have to plug it into the PlayStation, and then you can use the earbuds to play as well. I was going to look at getting those, but I really wanted to see how the PS Link version, how that software works. So I really wanted to get the I'm still getting them, the Pulse Explorer earbuds. So once I get them in, we'll do an unboxing. We'll pair them up to the to the portal, and also the PlayStation 5. We're going to rock out in fashion like we do always here on RonOnTech. But I just wanted to give you guys a quick walk through and look on this. I really like it. Let's go ahead and talk about my likes and dislikes on this. Let's go. All right, my likes and dislikes on the PlayStation Portal. Let's start with my likes. I love the fit and feel of it. I like the aesthetics on it. And I still feel like I'm using a PlayStation controller with it. The only difference is the analog joysticks are a little smaller, but other than that, they're great proportion for the device, and I haven't had any problems with actuating anything with them at all. What else do I like about it? The triggers are right where they're supposed to be. You get all of the functionality, all of the fit and feel, the vibrations and everything else that you would get on the DualShock controller, you get on this, and it's a very, very comfortable, very lightweight device. I like the screen size. Again, even though it's 1080p, when you're playing the game, it doesn't even look like it. You only get a 60 hertz refresh rate. Again, when you're playing a game and you got that stable connection, it doesn't even feel like 60 hertz refresh rate. Let's see. I think that's everything. I like the fact that everything's still intuitive. You don't have to learn something new in order to play this, as opposed to having the PlayStation controllers, which is good. They just, kept everything uniform. I really like that. Now, my dislikes with this: no Bluetooth connectivity, none at all. So I have to use their proprietary devices in order to use remote, like wireless connectivity with it. Or like I said before, if you have like a third-party gaming earbuds, you can plug them into the PlayStation, and then you can use them in your earbuds. Then you can use them as earbuds because it will send sound directly to you that way. Let me see what else. I don't like the fact that while you're playing, these lights here. Let's go out of here. let's disconnect real quick. Let me go ahead. We want to disconnect from the PlayStation. Now, when you go to disconnect, before we do that, I got sidetracked. You want to go ahead, if you want to put your PlayStation in rest mode, you want to make sure that toggle is turned on. So that way, when you disconnect, the PlayStation will go right into rest mode, and then you can just come back in whenever you're ready. All right, so we're going to turn that on. All right, and then we're going to disconnect. Now my PlayStation is effectively going into rest mode. And you notice these lights here on the sides? They turned on now. Why aren't these on while I'm playing the game? I really would like to have these as, because that'd be cool to see while you're sitting there playing the game. You have those trimming lights on there. That would be in my opinion, that'd be very cool to see, especially if you're in, you're in bed and it's dark. And you just got that. It would just look cool, just like aesthetically cool. Another thing I don't like is the hot mic button here. Right now, it's saying that it's not. This on means that the mic is off. Come on, PlayStation. Off means off, right? So that should be turned off. If you hit that, like the mic is not hot, that should not be glowing. If you tap that and turn it on, that will let you know that the mic's glowing. They just did it backwards on there. That really bothers me. All right, so let me see what else. I don't think there's any more. Oh, and the placement of the charging port. That's another thing. I understand it. I don't like it, but it is what it is. That's just my opinion there. All right, so I think that's it for my walk around, my play, everything I got on the PlayStation Portal. Let's go ahead and wrap this up. All right, real quick. There's a lot of questions out there on whether you can play this away from home, and the answer is yes. I did take this in to the office while doing this filming. I did take it into my office at work, and I connected it with my phone through my hotspot, 5G hotspot through my phone, and I played. It worked perfectly. Again, because of my upload speeds at home, I did get that. It did disconnect, but not as often. Excuse me, not as often as people out here on the internet say. I mean, it depends. Your mileage may vary compared to mine, but I did play like on my break. I got a good solid 15 minutes in on lunch. My lunch, I got a good half hour in without having to worry about connection when using my mobile hotspot. But if you can go anywhere that has a not strong network connection, you can connect and actually remote into your PlayStation and play it from there. But again, your upload speeds from your PlayStation back to the portal, that's where you will come into some problem, possibly come into some problems, because of whether, like me, mine is connected to Wi-Fi because of my setup here at home. And if yours is hardwired, obviously your PlayStation, that is, if it's hardwired, then obviously you guys are having a way better time than I am. But again, it's still a lot of fun, especially when you're away from home and you want to just tap in and play your game. Now, I just wanted to put that in. Now let's wrap it up. Now this has been an unboxing review of the Sony PlayStation Portal handheld remote player. I really like it. I thoroughly enjoy it. Now, one thing is I do think that if you have like the digital PlayStation PlayStation 5s, either the regular or the slim, this would work great for you. Why? Because all your video games are downloaded directly to the PlayStation, so you can just switch between games, no problem. Unlike those like me who have the hard drive version. I mean, I can download games as well if I wanted to. That's all fine and good, but some of them or the actual hard disk. So if my wife, if my wife's not home and I'm away from home and I want to switch games, she can't help me. I'm stuck playing the same game all the time. But again, I can also download video games directly to my PlayStation 5 and just do it that way. That way I don't have to worry about I ain't got to worry about having to switch between, have her go down and mess with something she like almost nearly knows nothing about. So, all right. So again, I do recommend. Is it for people with PlayStations? Yes. Is it for everybody with a PlayStation? No. But I do. If you do have a PlayStation, I do recommend that you give it a try. I guarantee you, I was like, because my PlayStation is where it is, and I'm like, I ain't gonna be, but then once I got it and I went to bed and I was playing in my bed, I was sold immediately. All right. Again, let's see. There it is again with the lost connection. That it comes back again. That's something on my end. Nothing. I mean, I'll deal with that later. All right, so I got sidetracked. I lost my train of thought. I'm so happy about this. All right, so again, this has been an unboxing and review of the PlayStation Portal Remote Player. Once I get the Pulse Explorer earbuds in, we'll do an unboxing on them like we always do with all our other earbuds. We'll hook it up to the PlayStation Portal. We'll hook it up to the PlayStation 5. We'll have a good time, and we'll see how they respond and everything. Again, definitely for those out there who want the PlayStation Portal and want to be able to take it with them somewhere and be able to access your games and stuff, I do recommend it. Again, strong Wi-Fi signals is definitely warranted. Using your hotspot does work as well off your phone. Whoops. Again, a great piece of tech. And what else can I say? If you like this video, go ahead and hit the like button. If you want to join me as I continue to do unboxings like this and other videos, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell once you're notified. That way you're notified when videos like this and others drop. And I'll see you on the next one. Definitely a get for the PlayStation enthusiasts or even the PlayStation owners out there in the world. This is a great device to have. The naysayers out there, I'm not even worried about them. If you're interested, try it. And I'll talk to you in the next one. Peace.